What if I told you that a Chinese electric vehicle just did something that Tesla engineers said was impossible? While Elon Musk was tweeting about Twitter, Chinese luxury EV makers quietly developed technology that's making European automotive executives lose sleep at night. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal why industry insiders are calling 2024 the year that changed everything in the luxury electric vehicle game. You'll discover the 3 Chinese brands that are about to flip the entire automotive hierarchy upside down, and why Tesla's stock price might be telling us a story that mainstream media is completely missing. But here's the kicker. There's one technological breakthrough that happened just 6 months ago that could make your current luxury EV look like a flip phone. And if you're thinking about buying a premium electric vehicle in the next 2 years, what I'm about to show you will completely change your decision. Stay with me because the most shocking revelation comes at the very end of this video. Here's what's really happening behind the scenes. For over a decade, we've been told that Tesla is untouchable in the premium EV space, and that European luxury brands like Mercedes, BMW, and Audi would naturally dominate the high-end electric market because of their century-long heritage in luxury craftsmanship. But that narrative just shattered. While Western brands were playing catch-up with basic electrification, Chinese manufacturers weren't just copying, they were leapfrogging entire generations of automotive technology. And here's why this matters to you personally. If you're someone who appreciates cutting-edge luxury, superior technology, and getting maximum value for your premium purchase, you're about to discover opportunities that most people don't even know exist yet. I've spent 25 years analyzing automotive markets, consulting for major manufacturers, and I have exclusive access to industry data that doesn't reach mainstream media for months. What I'm sharing today comes directly from boardroom conversations, supplier meetings, and engineering facilities that most automotive journalists never see. In the next few minutes, we'll dissect exactly how Chinese luxury EVs are disrupting the establishment, which specific brands pose the biggest threat, and most importantly, why this shift might actually benefit discerning buyers like you in ways that traditional automotive reviews completely miss. Let's start with numbers that will blow your mind. In 2023, China didn't just lead global EV sales, they absolutely dominated with 8.1 million units sold. But here's the part that should terrify Tesla and European brands. Chinese luxury EV segment grew by 340% in just 18 months. While Tesla was cutting prices and European brands were struggling with supply chain issues, Chinese manufacturers were doing something completely different. They weren't just building cheaper alternatives. They were redefining what luxury means in the electric age. Think about this. When BMW launched the iX for $85,000, Chinese brands launched vehicles with superior range, faster charging, and technologies that won't appear in German cars for another 3 years, all for $30,000 less. But the real disruption isn't about price. It's about a fundamental shift in what premium buyers actually want, and I'll show you exactly what that means in just a moment. Because when you see which specific Chinese brands are leading this revolution, you'll understand why industry veterans are calling this the iPhone moment of the automotive world. Now, let me introduce you to the players that are rewriting the luxury EV playbook. First up, BYD. And before you dismiss them as just another Chinese manufacturer, consider this. Warren Buffett didn't invest $230 million in a company that makes cheap knockoffs. BYD's Yangwang U9 supercar can literally jump off the ground and perform tank turns. Try doing that in your Porsche Taycan. But that's just the flashy stuff. The real advantage is their blade battery technology that charges from 10% to 80% in 12 minutes while lasting over 1 million miles. Then there's NIO, who solved the biggest luxury EV problem, charging anxiety. Their battery swap stations replace your entire battery pack in under 3 minutes. But their real secret weapon isn't the technology. It's their business model that's making traditional dealerships obsolete. Li Auto's Mega isn't just an electric van, it's a mobile luxury lounge with massage seats, a refrigerator, and an entertainment system that rivals first-class airline cabins. For $55,000, Mercedes charges twice that for less luxury. And XPeng? They're not just building cars. They're building flying cars that will be commercially available by 2026. While European brands are still figuring out over-the-air updates, Chinese manufacturers are preparing for three-dimensional transportation. Here's where things get really interesting for Tesla. Elon Musk himself admitted that Chinese EV companies are the most competitive in the world, and that statement should send chills down every Tesla investor's spine. Because Tesla's biggest vulnerability isn't technology or production capacity, it's something most analysts completely miss. Tesla built their empire on being the cool, tech-forward alternative to traditional luxury cars. But what happens when Chinese brands offer more advanced technology, superior build quality, and better luxury features for significantly less money? Tesla's response has been price cuts, lots of them. Since January 2023, Tesla has slashed prices 6 times, with some models dropping over $20,000. That's not market expansion. That's desperation. But here's what Tesla isn't telling their shareholders about their Chinese strategy. Tesla's Shanghai Gigafactory produces more vehicles than any other Tesla facility, yet their Chinese market share dropped from 23% to 8% in just 2 years. Why? Because Chinese consumers figured out something that Western buyers haven't realized yet. You don't need to pay Tesla prices for Tesla-level technology anymore. The question isn't whether Tesla can compete with Chinese luxury EVs, it's whether they can survive the transition. Now let's talk about the European response. And honestly, it's a masterclass in how not to handle disruption. While Chinese brands were revolutionizing EV technology, European luxury manufacturers were doing what they do best, holding committee meetings and preserving tradition. Mercedes launched the EQS at $103,000, calling it their flagship electric luxury sedan. Meanwhile, BYD's Han offers comparable luxury, superior technology, and better performance for $45,000. But here's the part that should terrify European executives. Chinese brands aren't just competing on price anymore. BMW's response? The iX SUV, with a controversial design that even their own customers rejected, priced at $85,000 with technology that was already outdated at launch. Audi? The e-tron GT looks stunning, but offers 200 miles less range than Chinese competitors at twice the price. The brutal reality: European luxury EV market share has dropped 34% in the past 18 months. But there's one European strategy that might actually work, and it's so controversial that most brands refuse to even consider it. Because if European brands don't act fast, they'll become the BlackBerry of the automotive world: premium, respected, and completely irrelevant. Let's get technical for a moment, because this is where Chinese EVs absolutely destroy the competition. While Tesla boasts about their 17-inch touchscreen, Chinese luxury EVs are shipping with 32-inch curved OLED displays, holographic interfaces, and AI assistants that make Siri look like a calculator. But the real game changer is battery technology. Chinese manufacturers cracked the code that Tesla and European brands are still struggling with: lithium iron phosphate chemistry that's safer, longer lasting, and charges faster than anything currently in Western EVs. BYD's Blade batteries charge from 10% to 80% in 12 minutes using 800-volt architecture. Tesla's fastest supercharger, 25 minutes for the same charge level. That's not incremental improvement. That's generational leap. And autonomous driving? While Tesla's full self-driving remains in perpetual beta, Chinese EVs are already operating Level 4 autonomous taxi services in major cities. XPeng's XNGP system handles complex urban scenarios that would stump Tesla's current software. The manufacturing advantage is equally staggering. Chinese EV factories achieve 90% automation levels compared to Tesla's 70% and European brands' embarrassing 45%. But there's one technological breakthrough that changes everything about EV ownership, and most Western buyers don't even know it exists yet. Here's where the story gets really fascinating, and it's happening right under the noses of traditional automotive analysts. Consumer perception is shifting faster than anyone anticipated, and it's not just about younger buyers embracing Chinese brands. In Europe, 73% of luxury car buyers now consider Chinese EVs as their next purchase. That's up from 12% just 2 years ago. But the most shocking shift is happening among Tesla owners themselves. Tesla owner satisfaction scores have dropped 23% since 2022, with the top complaints being build quality, service experience, and lack of innovation. Meanwhile, Chinese EV owners report satisfaction scores that exceed even Lexus levels. Why? Because Chinese manufacturers understand something that Western brands forgot. Luxury isn't just about the badge anymore. Chinese brands created immersive Apple Store-like experiences where customers can customize everything from ambient lighting to massage seat patterns in real time. Compare that to your typical BMW dealership where you're still negotiating over floor mats. The perception war is over, and Chinese brands won. Now they're executing a global expansion that will make Toyota's 1980s invasion look gradual. But there's one market dynamic that could change everything overnight. So what does the future hold? Based on current trajectories and insider intelligence, here's what the luxury EV landscape will look like by 2027. Pattern interrupt. And I guarantee this timeline will shock you. Chinese luxury EVs will control 45% of the global premium electric market within 3 years. Tesla's market share will stabilize around 15%, while European brands will collectively hold just 25%, down from today's 60%. The remaining 15%? That belongs to new players we haven't even heard of yet. By 2026, Chinese EVs will offer 1,000-mile range, 5-minute charging, and full autonomous capability as standard features. Traditional luxury brands will still be advertising 300-mile range as a premium upgrade. The economic implications are staggering. We're looking at potential closure of 40% of European automotive manufacturing facilities and a complete restructuring of global automotive supply chains. But here's the silver lining for consumers. This disruption means you'll get dramatically better vehicles for significantly less money. The technological breakthrough I mentioned earlier? Chinese manufacturers are about to launch subscription-based hardware upgrades that will make your EV evolve continuously. Imagine your car getting physically better every 6 months. So let's bring this all together. We've just witnessed the automotive equivalent of the smartphone revolution happening in real time. Chinese luxury EVs aren't just competing. They're redefining what premium electric vehicles can be. The key takeaways you need to remember. Chinese manufacturers have achieved technological superiority in batteries, charging, autonomous driving, and manufacturing efficiency. Tesla is responding with price cuts rather than innovation. European brands are clinging to heritage while losing market share catastrophically. But here's the exclusive revelation I promised. Industry sources tell me that 3 major European luxury brands are secretly negotiating partnerships with Chinese manufacturers. When those announcements drop, likely within the next 6 months, it will officially mark the end of the old automotive order. If this analysis changed how you think about luxury EVs, smash that like button. And tell me in the comments, which Chinese EV brand impressed you most? Your insights help shape our future content. If you found these insider insights valuable, you're going to love what's coming next. I'm working on an exclusive 3-part series revealing the specific Chinese EV models that will be available in Western markets by 2025, including pricing, features, and availability dates that manufacturers don't want you to know yet. Subscribe and hit that notification bell because this information literally affects your next car purchase decision. Whether you're Team Tesla, European luxury, or ready to embrace the Chinese revolution, you need to stay ahead of these market shifts. The automotive revolution is happening now. Don't get left behind.